Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. More Marvel Heroes tonight. So we got a couple of things happening. It is Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. week, wherein one chooses to either join Hydra or S.H.I.E.L.D. I've been doing Hydra, but I'm about to sign up for S.H.I.E.L.D. And occasionally, when you can get drops of little glowies that will give you a mission to go to a terminal and kill a specific boss. It's Terminal Tuesday, so we're getting extra rewards for terminals, I believe. So we will be, ew. Oh, I dropped something. Hold on. Give me just a second. Something needs to go into the trash. A tiny bit of my dinner missed my big white mouth. I have no idea. Okay, now to return. We'll want the rewards from those terminal missions to be level 60, so we'll be popping back on Loki, God of Mischief, here for that. But before that, we're going to be starting up a new hero. Right now we have 9 heroes, I believe. Yeah, 9. A bunch of them at level 25, a couple at 60, one at 55. And I believe that makes our current, oops, wrong button, right button, our current XP bonus at 54%. That's 30% for the first level 60 character, 20 more percent for the second, 1 for a level over 30, and 3 more for a level over 50. Well, let's see, we've got 9 out of about 60 odd. So we have about a 15% chance of getting a random hero we already have. Let's hope not. 175 Eternity Splinters. Go. And now we're going to see what we're going to get. And what I'll be doing is I'll be running them through the raft just to get them level 4. And then we'll be hitting Midtown and leveling up there in Midtown. Slowly, much more slowly than on Monday. Monday was Midtown Madness. Lots of XP. And here we go. It is Squirrel Girl. I'm fine with that. I have unlocked Squirrel Girl. A somewhat unusual character who, according to canon, has defeated everybody under the sun, from Doom to, like, the cosmically powerful creatures. Let's give her all. How about some extra signature power damage, a little movement speed, range power and energy damage, slowed targets damage, power spirit cost reduction, more move speed, fizz damage, dodge rating, and then fizz damage and energy damage from Thor. That's 8. Who did we miss? We missed War Machine, extra spirit in her case. And I didn't apply them, did I? Oh, there we go. I missed War Machines. There we go. We got the rest of them.
Hey, we're tail buddies.
We are indeed tail buddies. Team up heroes. There we go. We'll set her as active, and we will head to the raft. No Guild Wars 2 tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, though. Because this is the new server, I am enjoying it. We have special events. I don't think there's a special event for Wednesday, so probably Guild Wars 2 tomorrow night. And we'll be getting googly eyes. You know, I can't do the April Fool's content until it's April Fool's. Due to local, state, and federal regulation. It's possible I made that entire thing up. Okay, not the about playing tomorrow Guild Wars 2. That's pretty likely. This is Squirrel Girl. She can forest walk, claw, claw, kick, and dire squirrel.
We need your help to stop the breakout. You'll need to do three things. First, reactivate security. Without it, we're lost. Second, slow down. Look for a set of generators in the east.
So this is
Lock out cell block alpha. There are still higher agents and lieutenant mates.
just a summon? Do they stay summoned all the time? It's been a while since I played Squirrel Girl. Although a friend of mine had her leveled up multiple times. You can re-level up characters, reduce them down to level 1 and level them up to change the color of the name. And it was something like 8 times you have to do it to get to the uttermost color of yellow, cosmic level. And he did so on Squirrel Girl. I try not to judge. And yet I do judge. That will be a level 60 item. The wizard level 60 item. Yeah, probably not. Those will both get donated for cash money, yo. And it's yeah. She is a girl with the power to summon squirrels. It's a little strange. Squirrel friends. She can have up to 15 of them. Okay. She is largely, but not exclusively, I believe, a summoner. No more. Oh, we also have Sikkim summon range. Direct all of your squirrels to attack a specific enemy. I need a jolt. I am definitely enjoying the return of this game, though. There we go. Everyone's attacking. And he's not going back in that cell. We'll sick him. Get him, guys. Level 3.
Taking down a living laser. No wonder Fury speaks so highly of.
One of the more peculiar heroes. Definitely one of those that I didn't realize was actually a thing until I got this game way back when. Like a lot of the more marginal Marvel heroes and such, a lot of times I had no idea what they were until I ran into them in a game. Alright, we have locked down the raft.
That should keep the rest of the cells locked tight.
Okay, so they do time out over time. I don't know how long their duration is. But they were disappearing while we were in that. Looks like they have to have a target, otherwise they don't hang around. Evidently they're not nuts about getting bored. Sorry. It's never over. He's repetitive.
I used to be a real pilot.
You used to be a real pilot, and then you took an arrow to the knee? I'm just spitballing here. Skipping the cinematics. Alright, now we will be going to Midtown. Alright, let's see what we've currently got and what we're gonna have. Squirrel Twirl, that's a melee movement that gives on a bleed. And then over here we have, well, you have the Let's Fight, and then the Squirrels tree. Health on hit. Her archetype is Nimble. She has deflect dodge ratings. And at close quarters, when you hit with a melee power, we take reduced damage. We have many squirrel friends, up to 15 of them, for 30 seconds a pop. And they each do pounce damage. Pouncing squirrels. Critical hit is 15% and 4% per fighting or speed. Alright, so D is a twirl your tail and claws, knocking down and causing bleeding wounds. Next up, at 6, will be Squirrel Apocalypse. Summon an unstoppable torrent of squirrels that tear into your enemies, causing bleeding wounds with their sharp teeth and claws. We are off to Midtown. And what we're looking for, apart with, just some regular leveling stuff, is we're looking for, on beating up bosses, on the beating up of the bosses, what we hope to find is a little ground icon. We've got 27 minutes left on our Hydra one. Next time we go in, we'll change over to Shield. Mini squirrels, handle it! Level 5. It is one of the rather sillier of the Marvel heroes, I must admit. Are these things counting? Influence missions. They are counting. Okay, good. We have 5 sentinels to kill, and the sentinels will count as well. We have got to kill 300 enemies, elite enemies of the X-Men in Midtown. So. All right. There goes the Mega Sentinel. That one is, of course, the less than Mega Sentinel. He hates it when you call him that. We must have hit 6. Going back and forth as I spin and inflict bleeds on the bot. Okay, the bleeding on a bot bit doesn't make a lot of sense, granted.
This is going in my secret stash.
I'm a little bit concerned that she has a secret stash, but I guess, given that, you know, squirrels, it's really not that surprising. What we want to do is very quickly, because we've got 2.5 minutes. We want to go back up to Avengers Tower, and we want to talk to the SHIELD agent and check our current, and change our current, I hesitate to use the word attunement, to SHIELD. There we go. 2 hours, SHIELD. I got a couple of the good drops from the Hydra side. I haven't gotten any of the good drops yet from the SHIELD side. This is running all week. Let's see. A bodysuit. A belt. A... Not quite. Oh, I'll say slightly better, but not much better. And we'll sell the other stuff. Green Goblin. Sure, why not? Why not the Green Goblin medal? He's not using it.
Let me tell you the situation.
Oh, is somebody fighting Crossbones? In which case, I will quickly summon up a whole shitload of squirrels. And we'll just go back and forth while kicking his ass.
It wasn't impossible, nearly improbable.
That's Ding 7. We got a new belt, which has more life and gives us additional speed. Speed is one of our stats, our primary stats. So that increases our damage. So we are at 67 now of the 300 elite enemies of the X-Men we need to kill.
Is the largest nut with
And it's Mr. Sinister and friends. He, of course, has a great advantage over most of us in that he literally makes his own friends. It's another Sentinel. Let's see. Where is... there is Sister Minister. There was the aforementioned Sister Minister. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and Just bleed for a while, why don't you? Oh, look.
Seismic shock.
They've fallen over, all dead. And back up and away. Ding 8! We have not yet gotten one of the notifications about the targeted kill mission, which makes it sound a little bit dark, you know? Maybe because it's kind of dark. We got new belts with more life. Attack speed is good. We like attack speed. We got boots, which are made for walking. More attack speed. Yay, we like attack speed. I may have mentioned that when I said I like attack speed. It's nice to have friends. See, that's a regular lava man. He doesn't count as an elite enemy. The lava men count as enemies of the X-Men, but I need the elite ones, and I'm guessing he's not. I'm not sure if the elite ones are blue or better, or yellow or better, or both. We have 10 Eternity Splinters. I actually got a 22 Splinter drop earlier this evening. Well, it's afternoon, actually. Technically, it was so much earlier in the evening, it was still afternoon. You broke my jaw! Now the Lava Guardians, see, they got a lot more hit points, but I know Siznak there is definitely one of the elites. So we're at 77 out of 300. So that is, we've got like 3 things going on. That is not it certainly it looks as if it was a Ghost Rider, but the name clearly says Frodo Baggins. So I'm going to assume it's actually Frodo. Oh, the Honor of Asgard chest is available. Let's grab that. It's usable like once a day. Madam Deathstroke, or whatever her name is up. Which means also Gorgon, Elektra, and maybe Bullseye. Yep, Bullseye. Okay, that was not me. I thought I was the one getting the take. Level 9. We do appear to be getting occasional little glitches from the server, which we were not getting earlier today. But we do seem to be getting there. Like right there. Everything stopped for a second. I wonder if we're going to be getting more downtime. They did a system reboot earlier. And I'm not sure it has benefited the system. Oh, that is an enormous number of mana blobbiness, or XP blobbiness, I should say. I got some sort of deed completed out of that. All right, Bullseye. I'm going to walk over to you, and I'm going to do my back and forth. And you're going to start bleeding. Like the bad man you are. All right, we got a bunch of cosmic tier gear. Runes. We want the runes. We do like runes. Cube shard. The game has some real quality loot explosions, not gonna lie. And now we can run. Well, I'm not sure we're actually running. Oh, didn't realize there was still one alive. Did he vanish somewhere? Because I didn't see him give us any XPs, yo. So I don't know if she runs. It looks like she's being carried by a herd of squirrels, which is maybe slightly disturbing. We have an Asgardian fortune card. We'll be opening that one in just a minute. Let's see. The cosmic stuff. Health and health on hit seems really good. Health on hit, very good for someone who has to, you know, mix it up. But even better would be more health on hit, so we'll go with that instead. Int and speed double challenge bonus on that. That one only has the int. That's for a different character. Alright, so now we sell all the purple and yellow stuff, which will leave us with a bunch of runes. That was nice. The rune explosion was very welcome. We'll see if there are any in there that we don't already have. Drum roll, please. We did not previously have a hail rune. Hail, no. But we had at least one of each of the others, but we now have also the Asgardian Fortune. King Thor team-up would be cool. That's an epic drop. Vestige of the Bifrost visual artifact. That would be cool. 50 Odin marks be okay. And we don't have any pets. Oh, well. It's fine. We got Einherjar and an experience booster. The XP booster isn't bad. And the Einherjar is kind of a consolation prize. You get, how many of them? Like 100? And 95, you can trade them to purchase the team up that I didn't just yet.
God, just give me the cops already.
Alright, we just got that, which is Nutcracker, a melee attack. Let's see, let's move that to there, I think. Next thing we'll be getting, that is 14, that's probably 12, yeah. Ranged channeled squirrel attack. Okay, we're riding our squirrels. It's weird. How about a Nutcracker and some back and forth jumping? War goes on, yes, thank you. Excellent Ian McKellen impersonation. Was impressed. Ding 11. Catch my breath. Pyro. Oh, back and forth, we'll give him a whole boatload of bleeding. I think Squirrel Girl is part of the Great Lakes Avengers, which is like Michigan and I think in Canada too. Not sure I remember. I'm going to take a dare and see if things are going on, if there's groups running around in the red difficulty.
Telling you up front, a job like this involves a lot of house pay.
Obviously, I cannot handle this by myself in that I'm low level, although they do scale. But a low level character just doesn't have enough tools to deal with things. Another 10 Eternities points, very nice. Reminiscent of Flicker Strike. That attack, for those of you who've ever played Path of Exile. No more. All right. Doom over Manhattan. Those are over there. Ding 12. Undoubtedly for blowing up that illegally parked vehicle. Probably not, actually, for that. All right, where are the Doom bots? There. Something hit me quite hard, indeed, as I am suffering the ill effects of said hit. Level 13. Oh wow, they died fasticles. It's like everything is Christmas. Need more squirrels. Well, I mean, I am Squirrel Girl, so I guess I can always find a use for more squirrels. That's probably true. That's really such a weird visual. I'd assumed, because I don't remember, I assumed that she just had a sprint. Nope. We got 2 Infinity Orb achievements. Okay, we have a unique Tippy Toes Itty Bitty Bow. 4 to speed and 5 to fighting, which is something like a 30% damage increase on its own. Squirrel-a-Gig, speed, health, and fighting. 2 more speed and fighting. Oh, it's fun to... Oh, I have my choice. No, it's got to be the other one. Squirrel Systems Utility Belt. 5 fighting and 2 speed. And the AIM Space Core Zero Gravity Boots. We'll drop that off in the box for anybody can use them. Uniques.
Glad you made it.
Sell the rest of the stuff. We have finished leveling up our crafter, Hank Pym, to 20, and our other crafter, the Enchanter, both up to level 20. So from now on, we just sell stuff. And somebody Killed my team up.
I need a target.
Breaking the third wall, she says, when she needs a target. Fourth wall? Fifth wall? Breaking a wall. I nut kicked him for 12,000 damage. Seriously. It's a Nutcracker. It's the name of the ability. It's not my fault. He says that every time. It ends up back in the cell. I mean, it doesn't stick, but he does go back. Gotta be careful. We have the Juggernaut running around, and he one-shots the unawares. Or the awares. If you're not paying close enough attention, he don't care. He'll happily one-shot you just because you weren't paying attention. Like I almost managed to get myself into there, which would have been, what's another word for bad? Fatal. Oops, again. He's definitely kind of fixated on me, is Juggy. Just give him a whole bunch of stacks of bleeding. He's almost dead as it is. How about a couple more stacks of bleeding? Maybe we finish him off with a nut kick, huh? Of course, Nutcracker. It's a nut kick. Let us not be confused.
We can get a minute together. Your arrogance was your downfall.
We have another unique coming in. Is it a good one? Let's see. The Trask Commander Helm. That isn't bad. For a low-level summoner, it's actually pretty good. We still have not yet gotten one of the call-outs for for the Shield Agent event. We're even in red now. Let's see, level 14. Savage Swipe. That one is Auto Fire Acorns. Channeled Squirrel Attack. Alright, we'll try to remember that. That's the Squirrel Apocalypse. Nutcracker and Squirrel Twirl. And Sick'em is what we're currently using. Next up is Squirrel Saboteurs. Entice one Gamma-infused Super Squirrel to attack your enemies for each charge you used. Over here we've got Dive Bomb, Movement Skill, eventually those, and over here is the Signature Skill, level 30 skill. It's Raining Rodents. Hallelujah. pummeling and slowing enemies. Acorn artillery. A distant group of squirrels lob giant acorns. Gotta give them credit, they're committed to the bit. Pardon the yawn. I got enough sleep last night. I'm just old. Or the highway, right? I'll get mine. Nice. I like getting stuff. Presents? Presumably? And the bosses are up again. It's Green Goblin and compatriots. Hesitate, co-workers. I hesitate to call them friends, really. But I can guarantee you nobody likes the one-shotters. And we've got 2 of the 3 mobs here are one-shotters. And that's why nobody likes them. I didn't see the tell.
I know this guy goes by the name Rocket.
And I got one-shotted. Hence my describing them as one-shotters. I heard him saying, "Here I come," and I wanted to make sure that he didn't come on me. Okay, I didn't say that. We'll pretend I didn't say that. Ooh, did she get bazookaed? Nope, she managed to get around the corner. They each have their tells, which theoretically should prevent you from accidentally getting one murdered. But it's easy to miss the ones you get from Rhino and Juggernaut. Bullseye. Yeah, I'm not seeing a huge amount of damage getting done by my chained attack to summon squirrels and have them consistently hit. I mean, I'm doing it again. I can see small decrements in his life, but not a bunch. Whoop. If I do it right, I can rotate level 15 through really quickly and put a whole bunch of stacks of bleeds on. We got a dead player. I'm gonna res Thor. All right, how about a nut kick? Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, stacking up bleeds on his pathetic existence. All right, he's low enough, we'll try to channel Squirrel Death onto him. Nuts to you! I was waiting to make that joke. Don't know why. It wasn't worth the effort or wait. But there it is. So I don't know who I'm saying we're tail buddies to. But it is a little distressing, disturbing. We still do not have any of the targeting buffs. I haven't seen one pop up yet. Maybe we're too low level? Not sure. The Squirrel a Gig. Doreen's Dangerous Claws. And aren't they just? The other Doreens, they don't have as much fighting. And everybody was squirrel fighting. They were fast as lightning. Can't equip that item that's on. You serious? Oh, it doesn't go now. I guess this is the undershirt and this is the jacket. Okay. I'm obviously not up on my Squirrel Girl fashion statements. Yeah, the auto-fire acorns just didn't seem to be doing much damage. Increasing with use. Oh, so it's a channeled attack that increases the amount of damage it's doing over time. Well, that would explain why it wasn't doing a lot initially. I would have to give it more time. I do not seem to have any really good AEs at this point. Tippy Toe is, let's call Tippy Toe the leader of the band, so to speak. Another 10 splinters. I've been getting lots of double-digit splinters today. Oh, that's somebody else's team-up. The giant sentinel. Or other summonable pet. You know, your mileage may vary. This is the Masters of Evil. Masters. They're a little full of themselves. Let's just put it that way, alright? Let's go ahead and see how much damage we can start racking up on somebody who doesn't move around a lot. Alright, we're hitting them with acorns as much as we can. We're almost out of our acorns and just did not seem to be doing that much damage. So I think that skill will be going. That's how you can tell when it's working, right? You just go beep, 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 back and forth. Stacks of bleeds on every time. Handle it. Oh, we're low on squirrels. Can't really be a squirrel girl if you're low on squirrels. Little nutcracker action. Level 16. Did we get everyone? Has everyone been taken care of?
Always pick the hard way. Seriously, Cap, whatever you need, just say the word.
Well, that'll be with a little bit of change. A little spare change. She busts up a lot of cars. It's not her fault. She's young and full of vim and vigor. Meanwhile, I am vim deficient and vigor absent. Sad, really. So that's 18, and that's 20. So at 18 we get Dive Bomb. I think I'll go ahead and empty that out now. I'm just not impressed with Autofire Acorns. Oh, Squirrel Saboteurs. We can try that one first. Don't think we tried Squirrel Saboteurs. It has 6 charges. Entice 1 Gamma-infused Super Squirrel per charge. Well, let's see how that looks, shall we? Ah, so it launches them all at once, I see. That did seem to do a decent amount of AoE damage. Okay. We are currently at 104 out of 300 elite enemies of the X-Men having been eliminated in Midtown. How about a boot to the nuts? Or at least a cracking of thy nuts. Alright, we just have the shield intelligence set up now. And maybe I'm just not high enough level to trigger the hunts, but I was pretty sure I got them well on lower level characters yesterday. He says, it is... Oh, the Dark Elf bosses, they're boring. Just like the movie was. The movie was Thor Dark World. And it just was not very good. Oh, something hit really bleeping hard. Not quite hard enough to kill me, but close. I am in red difficulty, so there is that. Wow, okay, it looks like Malekith can one-shot too. I didn't know that. I mean, I had a little bit of low health, but I was on like probably 80%. And I knew I had a charge. Wow, and then everyone charges me twice in a row. Everyone's chasing me. No one can resist a girl with a lot of squirrel friends, it seems. I am frequently having to heal here. And again. So I mocked these guys, and they've killed me once, and almost killed me a couple more times. So I would like to take the mock back, but 9 more swimmers. Got Carnage to level 60 and started on Iceman. Congrats. The 30% XP bonus for level 60 for the rest of your characters is real. I'm at 54% right now. Momentary server glitch. Server glitch. So it's odd, we weren't having these earlier. Got Cyclops, Iron Man, Magneto, and Carnage to 60 so far. That's impressive. I've got 2, but I've got another one at like 51 or 52, and then a bunch at 25 to 30-ish. Currently have 9 synergies. Alright, we got him taken care of. Malekith. Server glitch. Uru forged. Gonna take a second here to pick up the stuff that's just laying around. As, I don't want to say he's hung up on me, Malekith, but he does keep coming back to me. Why am I not getting summons? There we are, now we're getting summons. Doreen, I think those are the character's name. Malekith is not going quietly into that good night. Oh, we're not going to kill him in time. Three, 2, and we failed. It's the first time I've done that. And there are what, 4 or 5 or 6 players around, and we failed? My Iron Man is sitting at 55 or 50 something. The utility belt, not as good on the base stats. 5 instead of 7. Yeah, I want to keep the one I've got. Methinks.
I just love America. How about you?
And a couple of Uru forged. 25. Tell ya, I've done a decent chunk of post 50 leveling. And I've still only gotten 3 level 50 Uru forged items. Boatloads of the 25s, though. If they come in boats. I trash-talked Malekith and his buddies, and they killed me once, almost killed me another half a dozen times, and we as a group failed to kill them all. Wow, okay. I feel bad. Squirrels versus Ninja. Who's going to win? I think I'm summoning the Sentinel somehow. The Trask Commander Helm. 5% chance when you're hit to summon a Sentinel to fight for you for 30 seconds. I'm doing that. Okay. I was wondering, I keep seeing that. I wonder who's doing that. Is that me? Nah, it couldn't be. It's me. Nice of that guy to last long enough that I could almost summon up all of my squirrels. And it looks like we're in the garage this time. Little enclosed space. We don't want Pyro. Yes, we'll take Magneto. Whoop! Somebody got me again. I don't know who it was. That was pretty much a one-shot again. I mean, maybe I'm extra. I mean, this is red, but it is also scaling. But theoretically, my character is also a melee character largely, and I'm just getting annihilated by some of the attacks. Server glitch. And it's back. That wasn't happening before, I guess, about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, maybe 2 hours ago. They did a server reboot to clear up some. Whoa. Alright, we'll target the blob. Catch my breath. I don't think it was to necessarily like try and deal with any big server problems. It was something about, I think, like time stamping for restarts or something. Not sure. But we are definitely seeing some unpleasant side effects. We've got a full set of Iron Man versus series cards. Unique for Squirrel Girl. Is it better than the Trask Commander Helm? Is the question. Damage versus bosses. 3 speed and 3 fighting. Yeah, it is. So, we swap that in. Tippy Toes Bow. we would give up one fighting. A little bit extra rare and special item find is okay. A little more move speed. I don't think it's quite good enough for me to swap a Tactagon. We'll put that away. I have another 25 Uru forged and the Squirrel-a-Gig. The stats on Tippy Toe's Itty Bitty Bow are just so good. Got 9 points worth of stats. Compared to 5. Plus I have an additional Tippy Toe that's always fighting for me. At least it's supposed to be. I don't see Tippy Toe anywhere. Tippy Toe? I see Jessica Jones. I don't see Tippy Toe with me. Well, now I'm disappointed. Movement speed. Attack speed. No, I don't think so. Not quite. Not quite. Almost. Nearly. Almost there. A need rune. My first need rune. Evidently, I did need one. Drop off the Tactagon. And the Uru forged crossbow. Battle crossbow. As opposed to, you know, the crossbows you use in pillow fights. We've got Doombots. Nothing but Doombots. In the garage again.
We're doing this my way.
Server glitch. You broke my jaw. Sometimes you just gotta beat up a Doombot. Ding 19.
Let's see Wolverine do this.
Well, Wolverine has probably eaten a few squirrels in his time. I don't think he can mentally command any of them. So I think she's got the advantage in that particular case. Sorry. I scratched your car. You know, when it exploded. Could happen to anyone. I do not have a genetic mutation yet. I would like one of those with an XP bonus, please. That would be nice. Please. Thank you.
I guess you'll have to do.
That's kind of rude and dismissive. I'm going to AFK for a second. I'm going to refill my coffee cup and be right back, hopefully, inside the minute and 7 seconds before we have our next wave of bad guys.
Force rank.
Back with 8 seconds to spare. And Sentinels. And are we back in the garage again? 3 straight fights in the garage, seems like. Yep. Oops, somebody's... Whoa, I'm getting bounced around. Server blip. Well, there was a dead player, or a downed player. I was going to res him, but he presumably just resed. If we hide back here behind them, they'll never know I'm here. Because I'm a sneaky little squirrel girl. Oh, he turned around. I wonder if it was something I did, like attacking him a whole bunch from behind. Okay, something hit me very, very hard. I did not actually like that, nor did I approve of that. And the server is hiccuping again. I missed Fat Body Ola-ing me and Lone Star Wolf howdying me. Howdy and Ola, respectively. To you both. Alright, down goes another Sentinel. Boing. I'm now level 20. Another one. Still level 20. And Zola. And we have another Mega Sentinel. That must be Twinkle Toes. Crunch. Oops, sorry. A destroyer energy rifle. She's got claws. Who needs, like, a rifle when you have claws? And are a squirrel girl. Hold on. Interrogate Skrull Nick Fury in Muspelheim? Oh, Hightown Patrol. Hightown Patrol. I don't know if my characters can go to Hightown Patrol or not. But I'm going to find out. Loki, I think, would be the better equipped of the 60s. To go there, we have 22 minutes, so we can actually get the drops in here. Hightown Patrol. Challenges, Hightown Patrol. Green should be sufficient if we can find him. We have 22 minutes to find Fury. As a random boss or a spawning boss from waves. So right now, first time I've really done much in Hightown. Since the server came back from, the dead. And I'm looking for the little portraits that pop up for wandering bosses and the like. You have 24 seconds for the next event. I think Nick Fury pops up in one of the events. But the only one I see the portrait for is, what was it, Crossbones, I think? We got Spider-Man, or one of the Spider-Men. It's 22. These are the green ones, I think. So these are scrolls. Alright, there's some other hero down here. It looked like a Spider-Man flavor. It is Kirigi the Undying, not Spider-Man at all. Kirigi the Undying. Kirigi is, I believe, an Elektra NPC. The hand. Alright, now we're back to flying around. The next event is up in 10-12 seconds. So basically, that's it. We're trying to find Nick Fury here somewhere in the Hightown Patrol. We have to kill 300 hammerheads. Okay, not that way, obviously. I'm not sure there's a way for us to get there from here. No, the map layout for this map is kind of weird. That much I remember. I think it's like this really elongated, narrow map. And you initially start in sort of the middle. Alright, hammerheads are dying apace. Almost there already. That's that. Scroll unit eliminated. That looks like Kingpin? Yeah, it's Kingpin. Scroll unit eliminated. That's crossbones, I'm pretty sure. These have no real interest to me. Nope. 28 seconds for the next wave. So we are killing time and killing mobs, waiting until we can get a Fury spawn, which we need in 17 minutes. Well, I think we need him dead, actually, in 17 minutes. Just showing up won't be enough. On the other hand, we're killing pretty quick. 3, 2, 1, 0. Shield agents. That may give us... Where are we looking for? I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. Crap. Not getting an indication on the map. Oh, something over there. That's Karigi again. Oh, that's where we are. Finally got the pop-up for the map event. 66 of them are already gone. Alright, almost there. Do we get Fury? I hope. Scroll Fury. Woohoo! That's the one we need, I do believe. Target interrogated. We got him. That's the loot explosion you get from it. Speak with the Sword Commander. Culmination of war. Okay, but where? Defeat elite enemies of the Avengers. We're still working on that one. Head to the Axis one-shot. Mission tracker. Coordination of war. Speak with the Sword Commander. Well, let's just go ahead and body slide. Which still sounds like you've oiled yourself up and now you're going to body slide. And if you're lucky, you won't be alone. Culmination of war. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go for that. Story, mission, and regional event.
You play at the hero Cyclops, but inside you're terrified.
Fury's tool shed? I don't think so. Terminals, one-shots, challenges? Don't think so. Not sure where the hell I'm supposed to go for that. Chapter 10. I haven't done Chapter 10 on this character yet. Culmination of war. Somewhere in Hightown. Use the Hightown landing zone waypoint to travel there. In Chapter 10. Story. Chapter 10. Hightown. I don't see anything Hightown in Chapter 10. I see Lowtown, Warzone. Sword Commander. Hint. Sword Commander is located at the Sword Base operations located somewhere in Hightown. But I can't get... Yeah, how do I get to Hightown from here? It's Lowtown. Trying to figure it out. Haha, fooled you. That guy will take me to Hightown. I had forgotten about him. Uh-huh. Somewhere in Hightown, huh?
I'm sorry.
That's the Shantytown rooftops. That's one of the little mini dungeon thingies. Hightown, huh? Looking for sword. Or if you prefer, sword. That is the Madripoor sewers. That's going to be a pass from me, yo.
Hey, up yours, buddy.
Hey, up yours. Somewhere in like the middle of the map. That is another entry to this Madripoor sewers, which I'm sure are lovely this time of year. That ain't it. I bet it's accessible. Let's try that again. I bet it's accessible from the patrol district. But I don't remember where in the patrol district exactly to go. So we go to Hightown Patrol and hope that it drops us off where we need to be. Because that's some thinking. Sword command post. Oh my god, did I get it right? You may worship me. I don't know why you would, but you may. Disable anchors. Car park anchor. Okay. This is the storyline stuff, which we don't need to worry ourselves about just yet. Now, let's see. We got our first level 60 golden apples of Idun. More health. A lot less durability. More attack speed. It's not great, but that is a good chunk of health. So we will go with it. The attack speed's nice too, so yeah, we will use that. We will not be enthused about it, but we will use it. The Space Opera, or the Space Core Zero Gravity Boots, level 60, those get put away. The Shield Graduation Ring gets put away. Those all nice level 60 stuffs. Skrull Imposter Nick Fury. Not for this character. Should be a vendor here where we can sell the, pardon the phrase, crap.
Welcome aboard.
And we now head back to Green Midtown Patrol and swap back in to Squirrel Girl. And see if we can get another another one of the events to pop. We've got 48 minutes left on the potential for the attack. It's Living Laser. The other ones have already been taken care of. So we've got a little bit of XP.
finite, so be careful what you eat.
Doreen. Doreen Green. That's her name. Sort of a meta joke character. You know, she has defeated most of the cosmic powered bad guys in the Marvel Universe, usually off screen. Like Doom mocks her. And then they cut to like him putting Neosporin on all his cuts and bruises. It's Siznak the Torture. Not the torturer, the torture. He who sets things on fire, evidently. Of course, is it really that big an accomplishment to set things on fire when you are made of liquid magma? We have, what dropped? Orders from the Hand. Check something and my brain has decided to take a vacation. We've got another tag. How many minutes? 2 minutes? Shit. Oh, no, that's it. 27 minutes. That's the buff thing. That's not the we need to hunt the guy and kill him thing. Sorry, defeat. We're heroes. It's easy to get confused. It is, I'll be doing the green abandoned subway terminal mission. Terminal, abandoned subway, green, to defeat the Shocker. Now, one thing that most Marvel Heroes players learn before too long is that for terminal missions and the like, you just skip 95% of it. Oops, wrong way. Sorry guys, that's my bad. You're better at skipping it if you actually skip it as opposed to getting stuck on the landscape like somebody. Lens. And he's melted. And he's loading all over the place. Infinity point earned. Omega access files. Excellent. A unique. I'm not going to say no. It would be rude after having murdered that individual so decisively. Anything else in here? A couple of danger room scenarios also sell. Those were white quality, so they won't sell for much. Back to base. Things like the Omega files there are currencies used for purchasing delicious, tasty goodies. Let's see, we got a new hat. The crown of... You wear a crown of lies! Durability, extra int. Slightly less summoning powers and duration. But we do have one more intelligence, which is good. Critical hit rating. More health. Overall, ooh, a little bit less on the special and rare item finds, but I think it's a keeper. If you're not aware of it, for instance, if you mouse over, like the one we were just wearing, and you hold down Alt, it will show you the percentages you have on all of those abilities. So, for instance, on the left, the critical rating was 2% of the 141 possible added that it could be. It was 3. The minimum value was 210, and we rolled a 213. So that's terrible. We got a 0 on the intelligence there, which goes 1 to 3. So it's either 0, 50, or 100%. So you can see which rolls are good and which rolls are bad.
Your quips do not amuse, Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man, your quips do not amuse. You sound like you are a teenager. Has puberty hit yet?
Don't worry about me. I like playing.
I can nearly hear your pimples luxuriating on your adolescent face, Spider-Man. Oh, we don't want to use Loki here. We're back to Squirrel Girl. Yes, I know that. That was kind of my point. You kids today, you don't get the old man's humor. Which is not surprising in that there's very little humor content in his humor. It's Sister Minister. All right, that is the full raft of squirrels. Done, gone, summoned. And the servers have a little bit of a belch there, and we're back. I'll just jump amongst the bad doers, evildoers, and we'll spread around some damage and a little bit of bleeds, too. Because we care enough to give the gift that keeps on giving until you're out of blood. Which one it stops. And they did not last long.
That wasn't pleasant for any of us.
Do you think they've learned that... oh, I'm in green. I don't need to be in green. I want to be in red. 9 Eternity Splinters. We do love our Eternity Splinters around here.
Here it comes.
Red, please. We want... That was red? That was red? Seriously? Because we absolutely bleeping murdered those guys. Yeah, it was red. Legendary quest. Maria Hill needs my help tracking down some of the supervillains who escaped the raft. Let's see, we're at 20. I doubt we're going to make 25 by the end of the stream. Let's see, we did get squirrel presents. I, for one, like presents. So, yeah. We can try Dive Bomb. Damage bonus versus bleeding, which is going to be pretty common. That does seem like you're comboing for Let's Fight, the melee powers. Seem to be very much about bleeding and then leveraging bleeding, and the squirrels' powers are about Squirrels. It's the name. Squirrels. That was green. The border color in the minimap was green. Thank you for the pointer. That's one of those things I had forgotten. It seemed like they died much too fast.
Every time I sleep, I get a sudden hankering for beefcake.
Thanks, Jessica Jones. I'm not sure Squirrel Girl needed to hear that. She's so young and impressionable. All right, we do have Tippy Toe. How about Squirrel Presence? Level 21. All right, we do need. We also. Whoa! Hey, come on now. There's no reason to be damaging me just because I'm beating up all of your friends. Okay. Apparently they disagree with my entire. Wow. Why you hit so hard, guys? Now, granted, it is red and does scale. But I do seem to be especially frangible. Oh, bosses are up. Gotta go. Oh, it's the Masters of Evil, please. If you call yourselves the Masters of Evil, I mean, you're just the Masters of Edge Lordery, which is totally a thing that I just made up. Quit teleporting. It's rude to teleport when someone is targeting you. Did they not teach the villains the appropriate etiquette for when you're engaging in villainy? Server glitch. Those were not happening earlier today. Whatever change they made. Well, I don't know, maybe it's just everything's loaded again. Maybe the server load is higher than it was. Don't hit me. I'm a girl. Granted, superhero girl. One who has a lot of friends who are squirrels. Which is a little weird. Granted. Exactly. How dare they hit a lady? And she's really young, Doreen is. So I don't know, maybe even hitting a girl, an actual girl, not just like a metaphorical girl. All right, we took out Taskmaster. try and give Living Laser a nasty case of razor burn. Not laser burn, razor burn. Entirely different. One of them hurts way more, and it's not the laser. Ding 22. I've got a unique 10 splinters. I'm getting mostly non-10 splinter drops tonight. I had a 22 drop earlier, much to my surprise. Yeah, got to keep moving. You tell him, Jay. Oh, all right, well, we got to beat up more elite lava men. We need to... Whoa! No, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop hitting me. Indeed, squirrel power. We need some kind of hand gesture for squirrel power. The legendary quest. Same one, pretty much. We have an Ash rune. My name is Ash, and I am a slave. Old guy movie reference. Genetic mutation. Yay, we got a genetic mutation. The only negative part about that genetic mutation is that, sadly, it does not have experience bonus. Life is unfair. I need to have a word with life about this unfairness. Len's like being hit on? By the ladies, sure. Won't deny. Could deny, but no one would believe it. Seriously, no one would believe that. Ash rune. I don't know, maybe we do make it to 25. I doubt we make it to 25 tonight. Well, on stream. Mommy! Alright, it is Mr. Sinister, or as Doreen calls him, Sister Minister. And 3 X-Men clones. Send in the clones. Don't bother. They're here. See, she says, hey, Sister Minister. I tell you, the guy who keeps saying that he must suffer for his cause, he's a bit mental, isn't he? Go ahead and summon up a raft more of my little furry buddies. Send them after, this clicked. It's the Colossal clone. I'm sure he won't mind. He's probably nuts about them. All right, Mr. Sinister. We're going to jump around a bit to inflict a bunch of bleeds on him. Level 23. I'm on a whole new level. Literally. Oh, we have crossbones. Well, you know, I would hate for my squirrels to not have something to keep them busy. We'll stick as many bleeds on crossbones as we can. I almost left a unique behind. That would have been uniquely embarrassing. They can't all be winners. Okay, they can all be losers, though. That's true. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and bleed, 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 bleed. The surfer is clutching a bit tonight. And let's just finish Crossbones off with some good old-fashioned bleeds. Doreen is not easy on the neighborhood cars. Facet of the Unipower. Cupid's bow. A tabby. I am tabby, but I've been working on losing weight. And 2 utility belts. That one has 8 total fighting and speed points against 6 and better than 5. 7. 7 is more than 8. I'm really good at math. Help finding the weight I lost? No. Oh, no. No, it's all around me. You breathe it out as CO2. You already have, undoubtedly, whether you like it or not, some of those molecules of carbon dioxide in your body. From me. It's a gift from me to you. Now I'll be with you always. Makes you feel a little creepy, doesn't it? Hey! Well, losing weight is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Calories out greater than calories in. Holy, somebody hit me quite hard. I would like to register a complaint with the management. Also, I need to... Ow! Those, energy balls that the Doombot shoot out are no goddamn joke. One left. I'm going in. Interrogate the Kingpin. Just by eating meat? Well, in my case, it was just vastly reducing the calories. I have a sedentary lifestyle, which means I burn about 1,500 calories a day. As long as I keep the numbers below, I lose weight pretty quick. Like I said, it's easy. Sorry, it's simple, but it's not easy. It sucks. I'd much rather just eat whatever the bleep I want to and get drunk all the time. Sadly, that is a formula for turning into a Zeppelin. All right, big damage increase on those claws. 3-speed 4 fighting is better than 3-speed and 3 fighting. Everybody was 3-speed fighting.
Hoping you'd show up.
All right, we have another mission to interrogate the Kingpin. So, you know what that means. Or maybe you don't. We swap back into Loki. Why do I keep getting summoned for this pedestrian purpose? It's so tiresome. Terminal Fisk, presumably. Go to Cosmic Fisk, a green, red, or Cosmic Fisk Tower terminal. That'll do. Where he awaits the appropriate ass kicking. Oh, okay, we got to go back. We had to go back because somebody dropped Eternity Splinters and didn't tell me anything about it. The terminals are great because you can just, once you know the layout, just fly all the way to the boss.
I like light rock.
Fly elevator to elevator. Now, in some of the cases, the bosses, you've got to fly through a lot of stuff to get to them. Some of the maps are very large.
You have the girth of Volstagg himself.
And whoops, we do not want that.
Making the negative thing.
Oh, another infinity pointer on top. Very terribly burdensome, that isn't. Do you mind, sir? I'm trying to pick up my well-gotten loot. There we go.
Have delivered this into my hands.
Whoop. We got left. Yes, that will do. Back to base. I feel that Light Beam does more or less damage because it's missing the summon tag. Huh. That's interesting. Because it does summon. That's a really good point. I don't know. I would lean... God, I want to lean both ways. If you're careful with your tags, that doesn't happen unintentionally. But in a product this big, especially on one of the alternate specs, it could easily get missed. My assumption would be that the damage for the summons is independent but I'm betting that the mental damage that it does not benefit from summons. So in other words, you still do get summons, but that's like a side effect of the light beam, in that the light beam is doing mental damage. That would be my guess. As the other alternative I mentioned, which is the possibility that it got lost in the shuffle in the client code, is possible, but they would have had plenty of time to fix it. So I would lean towards probably not. That's my first legendary drop. Pardon me for a moment. I am going to, I believe you kids calling it, raise the roof. God, I'm old. My first legendary. Fighting, durability, chance on hit to summon Shield Agent for 30 seconds. When defeated, you instead revive with full health, 10-minute cooldown, and chance on damage taken to gain 2 durability, 2 fighting. Doesn't strike me as being a hugely great legendary, but it is my first. No, we're not old. We're chronologically mature. Emotionally, in my case, not so much. We are experienced. Are you experienced? I am. Old guy music reference. I would expect a pretty fair proportion of the Marvel Heroes player base is going to be, let's go with mature. So we got the Shield Agent Medallion. We got the Shield Sapphire Spotlight. That's a couple of spotlights I've gotten. And we got my first legendary. Cool with the legendary in particular.
Oh, I like your dark side, little mutant.
Youthfully challenged? Yep, I'll go with that.
Don't worry about me.
Toughened up by life's... Yeah, I got nothing. Back to Squirrel Girl, who we may be able to get to 25 after all and add her to my synergies.
I could sure use this next winter.
You keep telling yourself that, Doreen. And we're off again. More bosses. And maybe another tag for the terminals. You know, a little earlier I mocked Curse and Malekith and all the Dark Elf boys, and they immediately killed me, and then we failed. Our group failed to get rid of Malekith in time. It was, I don't want to say humiliating, it was enlightening. As, you know, I called them a bunch of weenies, I think. And then I immediately got deleted from my trouble. On the other hand, we've already deleted 2 of them, so maybe this time a better result is forthcoming? Yeah, this is green. No? I think it's green. It's supposed to be red. I've been doing red. So yes, I think, yeah, it's green. Thank you to whomever pointed out the thing that I had forgotten, that the ring around the mini-map is the zone. So that's why we kicked the living crap out of them this time, where we did not the last. It's because this was green. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew it, but I had completely forgotten it. Oh, that's not going to help you then. I would look, next time you check, you can probably tell the difference. The red looks brighter than the green. So I would expect, even if they both look, you know, gray to you, that one of them would look like a brighter gray. I would think that would be the red. Let's sell and hit. No, that was red. That was red. No, can't be. Because the line was green. I went from a green to a green. That was why. and it was confused. I went from a green to here, and it didn't realize that it had to update. And so the map was accurate, but I didn't use the waypoint to get here, so the waypoint was not accurate. This has been my TED Talk. Hey, don't stomp me. I've got squirrels. And I'm going to make you all bleed, because you're mean. Little server burp. Fighting the Cosmic Q boss at the moment. Ah. They had an outage earlier at like 4 p.m. my time, so 3 hours ago. And I got back right after. You know, I was on at the time and then got back in. So 12 Eternity Splinters. I've been getting extra splinters most of the day. That's not a complaint. I want to be clear. I'm not complaining about getting extra splinters. I consider that to be good. That's a plus. But I got as many as 22. I got more than 20 earlier on one of them, and I've been getting 12s and 10s for most of the day. Mostly 12s today. I think I've only gotten 9 a couple of times. So all of my squirrels went away. That's just rude. What is the queue at right now? I am curious. Or what was it at when you got into the queue? All right, time to start bouncing back and forth and finishing him off. For a hard-earned reward. Not really that hard-earned. We do need another Mega Sentinel medallion, I think. Maybe not. We may have all of those we need. I made one of the Sentinel arm cannons earlier. That one's not as good. That can go into the old depositorino. An extra speed bonus. As opposed to fighting. Well, either one is fine. More health. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Sure. Why not? We want to hold on to the Mega Sentinel medallion. It's used in crafting, for those of you who are not aware.
Good to see you here.
And we're almost to 25. We'll stick around for 25, and then I'll call it an evening. We got 2 minutes. We got enough time to file our things away. That goes there. One thing I definitely need to do is start putting together a stash of all my 60 items. By the way, for those who are not aware, stashes, if you buy them from here, from the stash interface, cost 1G each. If you buy them from Warlock, they cost, I believe it's 600 each. So it's up to you if you want to spend 6 times as much. 600 times as much knock yourself out, I suppose. No, both of those go in here, I think, as their special. My first legendary. I just don't think it's good for any of my characters. I'm not sure which characters it's good for, but I just don't think it's any of mine. Okay, yeah, I don't think we need the medallion. We do have a second mini sentinel. We did get the gun earlier. 20 seconds more. And this will be our 10th synergy. We'll have unlocked 10 characters and gotten them all up to 25 or more. Oh, not far away. Where to go? Over here. It's Sister Minister again. Oops. Wrong button. That's what happens when you press the wrong button. Nothing. Nothing happens when you press the wrong button, really. That was a weird ting I just heard. Not sure what it was. Whoop, that's not good. That's when you suddenly have much of your red bar vanish. As a general rule, that's not great. Mr. Sinister is just the tiniest bit full of himself. Sorry. God. Please ignore the old man in the rearview mirror. Could not get any of the servers to work like Tahiti or COA. You have to play it online, but you did finally get it to work. Offline? Oh, so you're using it on your own, running the server locally? Because I did that initially when I like at 0.2 or 0.3 of the server software. I ran it initially on my own because I'm a little bit leery about trusting anyone. It's the internet after all. Ding 25! So I did run it locally, and I actually still have the code. But it's the old code. Like 0.2 or 0.3, something like that. Yay! Couldn't get the servers to work. Yeah, I don't know what could cause that. I only played a little bit on COA a couple of days ago because I was curious. But I've had no real problems connecting to Tahiti, but I haven't tried Tahiti 2. Squirrel Girl is added. That's 10 out of 10. Only like 50 characters to go. It's like I'm almost done. Doreen's Dangerous Claws. Ooh, a 3 fighting in 1 speed versus 2 and 1. Looks like pretty much all of the values are better except a slight reduction in attack speed. We'll take that. And over here, the Squirrel Systems Utility Belt. Less fighting and less speed. I'm sorry, that's a non-starter. I'm going with Jessica Jones. My understanding is that she is the best for leveling by a good amount. For a couple of reasons. First, she taunts, she's tanky, and she has an attack that sucks in all the bad guys around her. And so that helps with your AE and stuff like that. So my understanding is she is by far the best for leveling. My understanding is the best for DPS in the end game is Coulson, who costs like one of the in-game currencies, 2,000 of, I'm not sure which, might be the shield access files, and that Coulson is significantly the best for DPS. Beyond that, historically, when I was playing, when all the characters were unlocked in the pre 1.0 releases, I was always playing something goofy that I wanted to play, either an identical copy to what I was already playing, like Thor with Old Man Thor, or something that was the opposite, like having Thor with Loki. But I really honestly don't know which ones are good or bad for anything else beyond what I know about those two. That is a follow from Blithawk1. I have a spiel. Hold on, here it comes. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You are most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. It's the Odin one for Coulson? Okay. Yeah, I know it's 2,000 of something. And it's supposed to be hands down the best for damage. I couldn't tell you why. I am quoting more knowledgeable people than myself, which would be almost anyone. Back in the day, I did have all characters capped, but basically the characters fell into 4 categories. The ones I played all the time, ones I played a lot, ones I played occasionally, and the ones I got to level 60 and never played again. And even the ones I played all the time, I can't remember that well. Started on Tuhiti. How is everyone getting the shield team up? Do you mean Coulson or shield? If shield, you get that actually from Coulson by following the story in chapter 1, on top of the building, on Hell's Kitchen South or North. I think it's on South. Coulson is there waiting for you. You talk to him and he gives you the basic shield dude. This one, the shield agent. If you are on Tuhiti, you do have an awful lot of the currencies. Don't spend them willy-nilly, but you can unlock a few characters you like and a team up you want as well. So I initially unlocked Thor and Loki, and I unlocked Jessica Jones because she's supposed to be the best team up for leveling. And from then on, I got one as a drop. I got War Machine as a drop, and the other characters. Let's see, I bought Nova because he's supposed to be the DPS monster, the biggest DPS doer in the game. I only got him up to, he's over 25, I'm not sure how much. And then the others I've opened up are all from random hero boxes. That's part of the fun, is opening up the random hero boxes. As long as it's not a duplicate, it's a hero I get to try and remember how the hell to play. But I'm going to warp back. We now have 10 heroes. We have 2 at 60. We have 1 at like 55. We have 1, I think, at over 30. And the rest are between 25 and 30. So the overall total of XP I currently have, bonus XP, is 54%. That's 30 for the first hero at 60, 20 for the second hero at 60, 3 for a hero at 50, and 1 for a hero at 30. 54%. Definitely, they also increased the XP on the storyline now, where any bonuses apply to the story. So getting to characters to 60 will make leveling other characters that much easier with the story. Played this when it came out and was shocked it was removed then, and saw you playing it one day and got starting over now. It's actually, I'm glad that I have to start over. I'm glad that not everything is unlocked the way it was before the 1.0 release. I like opening a new hero box and hoping that it's not a dupe. So far, no duplicates. 10 heroes in, no duplicates. And I'm going to take my time. I mean, I've been hitting it really hard, but on a day where there's an event I want to play, I am going to play, and that's why I was playing today. If you're not aware of it, I got another one. Hold on. I have to talk to Batroc. Oh, in ICP. Ugh. All right, I'll do that in a sec. I'm not quite done yet. You want to come over here and either talk to this guy, the Hydra agent, or the Shield agent, or both. You get a buff down here, and then while wandering around and beating bosses, I've been doing it in Midtown. You'll get another buff. This one will last for 30 minutes, and it gives you a whole loot explosion if you do what they say. Here, they want me to interrogate Batroc in ICP, so I'm going to try to do that. We'll see if he's around. ICP is red, which means I'm probably not good enough or have a character well enough equipped to solo a whole lot of ICP. Or Squirrel Girl. We'll add Squirrel Girl because that's all 10. Yay.
Is your armor proof against Asgardian magic?
Let's go back to ICP. At red. That's a medical problem that that Bobby has. The X-Man, he has ICP. Sorry, I can't help myself. I'm a child. Okay, what do we need? Batroc is not up right now, I don't think. Does he pop up anywhere? That's Crossbones, I think. Is that like Kurigi? No, it's Mandarin. I don't remember enough about ICP anymore to remember who fights where and when, or who's up. How many kids do I have? That dad joke was, oh yeah, no. You see, because I have no kids, I've never had to waste any. And the funny thing is, I have no idea what I just said. The way I describe it is my mouth has its own sub-processor, and my brain just occasionally looks in to make sure it's not saying anything too stupid. So I don't even remember what the hell I said. Honest to God, I don't. I will remember it when someone reminds me. Oh, yes, the ICP. Yeah, that's definitely a me joke, yeah. I'm not proud of that, but then how could I possibly be proud of it, realistically? It's Living Laser. Please do. You see, stealing jokes from me. Whoops. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. The advantage to stealing jokes from me is you can blame me for them. It's not my fault, the streamer said it. Yeah, I don't know, some dumbass. Old guy. Alright, everyone. Let's kill Bullseye. He had the temerity to target me. Can't have that. Fortune Guard, whoop. I need more pets. Where'd he go? And now the Kingpin has joined us? Okay. Where's Batroc? Is that Batroc? We're looking for Batroc. Na. I can't see it if it's Batroc or not. I can't tell if it's Batroc. It is, it's Batroc. Yay! He's going to spit out a whole batch of things. When we finish him, I'm going to run over here and grab the things that I missed. Bundles of cash. And we're still working on Batroc over here. Give me my loot explosion. I deserve it. I have been a bad boy. I'm Loki. There's the loot explosion. Batroc's Brigade. Workers' Comp. Infinity Point. Fat loot. Bundles of cash. Everything that we need. Let's go ahead and body slide. Old man falls apart. Details it right now. Plump.
The coolest thing about Iceman?
I'm glad I got that done. And we have exactly 2 seconds left on our shield buff. So again, for those who are not familiar with it, that event, the Shield Agent event that's ongoing all week, you talk to this agent to get yourself aligned with Shield. You talk to this agent to get yourself aligned with Hydra. And occasionally you'll defeat mobs. I've been working my way through Midtown, and they'll drop a little glowy icon. I haven't seen the icon, but I've run over it like 5 times tonight. And you'll get half an hour to kill a boss in a terminal. You can do it at green. So you can do it at low levels. I'm doing it at 60, so I get level 60 rewards. But the mission itself, you can get at lower levels. And I think that was like 5 or 6 of them I got in 2.5 hours. So not bad at all. And it includes things like interesting. It includes a bunch of different rewards, currencies in particular. So also you can get from some of the boxes, you can get rewards that are specific to the event. There are some that are Shield specific and some that are Hydra specific, and each side has a couple that do make builds. Let's open up our stuff down here. So this is the Coffer of Achievement, which is the achieve, I think, for defeating Batroc. This is the Workers' Comp Achievement Reward. It's a broken hard hat. Yay. And the Industry City Reward Box for just doing ICP. We got a couple of things for Doreen. Well, we also have the Industry City Fortune card. Pets? Pets? No pets. Let's see. Well, I don't need the XP anymore, really, on Loki. Health when you hit an enemy, durability, the cosmic, gain a damage shield when you use a med kit, mystical bonus when your health drops below 20%, become invisible. Sure, I guess. Why not?
I was hoping you'd show up.
Let me sell all of the other stuff. Let's see. When you're attacked. Nah. Really quick, I'm going to pop back into Squirrel Girl so we can see if those items that dropped are good for her. She's back. You know her, you love her. It's Doreen Green. That's not as good. That's not as good. In this case, I'm mostly just looking at the stats. However, she can now wear a ring. Yay, ring. Broken hard hat. Is it just a 200 credit item? Is that it? I mean, I know there's no shortage of items that are essentially lore items. Okay, now I mean it. This time for sure, I am going to call it an evening. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I should be back tomorrow at the standard time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. I think... Whoa, that's another follow from Failing. You get the spiel too. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and far too frequently, complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. Probably Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. I don't think we have another special event in Marvel Heroes. I think going forward, I will be continuing to play Marvel Heroes offline. Or not offline, but off stream. And playing Marvel Heroes on stream when there's a significant event. So instead of my Guild Wars 2 Key Farm Mondays, I'm expecting Midtown Mondays are going to become a regular thing around here. And I'll have to do Guild Wars 2 another day. ICP, is that tomorrow? I need to check. I need to start. I definitely want to, since these are the first time these events are popping up, I definitely want to do them so I can get a feel for them again as to which ones I always want to make sure I'm doing. At the very least, I will be doing it off stream tomorrow. I semi-promised to play Guild Wars 2 tomorrow on stream, and I have no problem doing that. It's the April Fool's Guild Wars 2. It's the Googly Eyes April Fool's event this year, it seems like, as you can get googly eyes on your characters and other characters. Anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow. Rest of the week, I got no goddamn idea. But again, thank you guys for hanging. Very much appreciated. Hopefully, you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your evening goes great. I hope your April Fools tomorrow, alert, alert, believe nothing on the internet, even less than you believe it now, tomorrow. It's April Fools. I'm back tomorrow. Take care, and